Well, this is one way to get everything going in. Wow, I love how these things look. Such a cool freaking circuit. Look at this. Look at how big this is. All for 4 full belts. That's what, 6 times 4? That's 24 items a second going in there. Look at this thing climbing up. Woohoo! We'll be there in no time. Nice. Very nice. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to ZomBo Land Gaming. I am in ZomBo Skater, and we're back for episode number 2 of Shapes. We're playing with shapes and colors today. So lots of stuff has changed. Not really too much though, to be honest. So what we've got going on here is all 3 of the basic shapes, the stars, the squares, and the circles. All I have done is I've come all the way out here, and I've made basically a kind of a little like hub, right? So we need all of the different pieces of these coming in. So I've grabbed, right now, currently, we have to take 1 extractor per spot. We can't like fit a bunch of extractors into one. So I basically have, these are, what are they? They are 0.8 items a second, and our belt can go 4 items a second. So that's essentially 5 extractors will be 1 full belt. So I have 4 full belts worth of items coming up here. And then what we've got is I've got 2 of the belts are just going straight out. So it's just 2 belts of circles, 2 belts of squares, 2 belts of stars. And then I've got one set of belts, as we can see right here. Yeah, let's go with these circles. 1 set of belts. I'm splitting back up into 4 because our cutters are 1 item a second. So if you got a full belt of circles, which is 4 items a second, split it 4 ways, that's going to get us 1 item per second on each one of these belts right here, going into the 4 cutters. And then all I've done is, because they're cutting it perfectly in half, I've just rotated them around to make them the direction I want. And because we have 2 sides of each cutter, that gives us 8 belts worth of cutted items. Cut. Don't even know if that's a real word. So I've just turned them, rotated them. You know what I'm trying to say here, and made them to where we've got top half, bottom half, left half, right half. And then just because we don't need as many of them currently, but I'm just trying to get items flowing in, I'm just combining them all back up, and you can see that they're merging all over the place here with all 4 of the items going out. And then all I've done down here is the exact same thing as the halves, except for I've had to cut things again, which means I have to rotate the items because you can't have that sideways. This piece right here, like notice how this is sideways, that won't cut. So I have to rotate it. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting it, rotating it once, and then cutting it again, and then rotating them to basically get 4 cutters worth of 1 of the quarters. And then I'm just recombining those again and going out. So we've got circles, we've got squares, we've got the stars, which the stars are kind of crazy when they're all cut up. And then those are all just going all on these long belts all the way to the hub, and they are just flowing in. And I think if we go to, right here, you can see 11.3 a second is how much I'm producing of some of these. 4 a second roughly on the halves. And then our quarters are basically roughly 3 a second on the quarters. So that's pretty cool. I like that. It's pretty good information. And look at this. We even have a whole bunch stored. These stored items are going to come into key later on because we're going to be able to use those to do some stuff. However, I couldn't go on with any of this stuff right here because I can't make the light blue. I can't make the purple because I can't combine colors. I can't even make this lime green. So what we need is to get the mixing and painting going, and I have that set up here. So we have our 5 squares coming into 1 belt, splitting out the 4, splitting up to get our halfsies. And then I've just rotated our halfsies so we can have all of our halfsies being on the right side here. And then what we've essentially got here, it's a little bit weird the way I've had to do this, but with the 4 cutters giving us 8 items worth outright a second, roughly, we're going to be able to do 12 painters, because the painters are 0.33 items a second. And so I've just got 5 extractors worth of, so a full belt worth of blue dye coming up, and it is just getting split out and going underneath to go to the next one. I'm just splitting out all of the paint to go to each one of these painters, and I've got combining one of these to get us our 4 and then splitting it out 3 ways. So I'm a little bit inefficient here because 4 divided by 0.33 isn't exactly 12. It's like 12 and some change, right? But whatever. So, and I've got these belts coming up. So what we need to do is we need to go bam, and that, look how much that is screaming up. So we will cut back once I get 480 of these. And here we go, bam! Level 8. The mixer has been unlocked. It mixes 2 colors using additive blending. Next level. All right, so now what we need to do is we need some of these purple ones, which is convenient because we also need that for our tier 3 belt distributors and tunnels. But we're gonna let this run up to 600 so we can get our next upgrade on this. And all right, so what we need to do is we're gonna grab one of these circles right here, and we're going to worm them down and out, and we're going to use one of these lines for our convenience of this. Boom, upgrade right there. Tier 1 mixing. Look at this weird shape right here. It's not quite the star. It looks like, where is one of these? Right there? Is that one of them? Yeah, look, it's that shape right there. We'll have to use that later. Okay, so we're going to let this just kind of run as we're building up our area. Cat, I have a cat that has got its butt all in my way. Actually, you know what? We can take this one right here. Let's do this. We got a red right there. Oh, we got a red and a purple or blue right there. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and we just need circles, right? Yeah. I don't like that circle though, because this is kind of in my way of doing all of this. Yeah, let's use this one right here. Okay, this is gonna give us space. That's the only thing I'm worried about here. Boom, boom. Can I do this a little bit nicer? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so then we're gonna combine those 2, combine those 4. Cat, I can't see my screen. Thank you, Dwight. My editor is all up in my business. He just wants to sit down on the table here. Okay, so we've got that. And now we need to grab this red and blue. So if we're gonna take a full belt of this, boop, 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 boop. And once again, combine them. Dunk, 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 dunk. This is I don't know if this is the most convenient way to do this, to be perfectly honest, but hey, it's working, right? And then we'll take 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And later on, we'll be more worried about not trying to cover up resources, but for the time being, we're perfectly fine. So the mixer is 0.6 items per second. So if we do a little mathification here, yoink, 0.825, boom, okay. So we've got 4 items on our belt divided by 0.6 items per second. So we can essentially do 6.5 color mixers. So we're just gonna do 6. So we're gonna come over here and we're going to go, how do I wanna do this to be able to fit this in? 1, 2, no, because I'm gonna need to split these out, right? So if we have a splitter right here, then I'm gonna need to move the mixer right here. There we go. So we're gonna need a space in between each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll put some splitsies right here. And I don't need a splitter right there. We're just gonna take this and boom, 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 boom. Like so. Boom, boom, and then these, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our little tunnelies, right like that, and we don't need a little tunnely here, but we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put a little splitter action right before each one of these, and then boom, 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 boom. This is just gonna come right around into there. And this should basically make us one full belt of oh, why, I went the wrong direction with that, didn't I? Yoink, there we go. So this should make us one full belt of the purples. So if we just combine these like so, and then we'll combine those like so, and then we can combine those 2, and then combine those ones, yes, like this. Here we go. So boom, 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 boom. Get up in there. Boom. And then this can go straight up into there. That can go into there. That's now combined there. And oop, that is not how that goes whatsoever. Bam, look at that. All right. So we have now made a full belt of purple. Excellente. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take this purple right up into here. And we've already know that our painter is, 0.5. We increased it. So 0.5 times 4, so we can do 8. 8 of these painters now, which is excellent. And also I learned something. Look at this. T. We can actually toggle our input for the paint. So since our paint is coming up here, we can put it right here. So I need to make sure I have enough room up there. So let's just go 1 and 2 and 3. Where's my painter? 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Bam, nailed it. Can't be aced it. Can't be stopped. All right, little Slipgator action for those of you who know Slipgator. He is my favorite YouTuber. Boink, 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 and we don't need one there. And then we just need to go cuckoo. Oh yes, look at this, look at this. See, this is the thing about games like this, is once you kind of learn a little bit about the pattern of how to set things up, yes, it takes a long time to get like really efficient setups, but you can actually, you know, you don't really have to put too much thought into what you're doing here. It's more or less just kind of some of the mathification that becomes kind of a pain in the bootay. All right, so this is going to be the same like this, boom, and we're just going to separate these out the entire way across like so. Doink, doink. Let's go ahead and get this down in here. Yoink, yoink, yoink. So it's fairly simplified, and this is what you're going to basically see me doing over and over again for quite a few of these items. And then all we're going to do is we're going to grab every other one of these. So this will come in here, that'll go in there, that'll go in there, that'll go in there. Boom, boom. This music sounds like lounge music. It's very, very relaxing. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, and then we'll go right there, and then one final one right there, because this should be a full belt of these. I think. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, would you get up in there? All right, boom, boom, right this, like this, and then we can take this all the way down here. And you know what, let's combine this right here, so we can get rid of this line. And bam. I think technically that's gonna be more than one belt of those. No, it should be one belt. Why are we stopped? Oh, I kind of need to bring my purple up, don't I? It's like, why is this not working? Boom. Okay, that is higgledy-piggledy, ugly mess. Obviously, the closer you can get your belts to going into items, the quicker items will go. So we kind of want to do this. There we go. All right, so now we should get purple and purple circles, right? Boom, boom, boom. And we've got purple, purple circle. Boom, purple circle. All right, it's all working. Cool beans. So what I should probably do is I should probably add another whole one of these, because how many do we need? We need 600. Oh, God, that's horrible. That is a whole lot of... Are we backing up? Yeah, see, look, we're kind of backed up, too. Yeah, so 0.5. Yeah, I mean, that's going into all of them. So it is moving along, which is nice. So yes, I think what I'll do is I will make a whole nother one of those and get it going in here, because it's going to take forever to get to 600. So I will catch back up with you when we're at 600. And look at this. We need 1,000 for this. Well, okay then. I was just about to put the second belt in, and apparently we got to 600. So went a lot faster. Level 9, you have unlocked a merger variant of the balancer. It accepts 2 inputs and merges them into one belt. So this is basically, it's a smaller version of the splitter merger thing that we've been using. It just allows us to put the 2 items in much easier in a smaller space, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna finish connecting this anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's merge these 2 together right here. Bam, 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 like this. There we go. It looks like we have enough space on there that we can just do that. Okay, so we're going to keep those flowing just so we can get up to our 1,000 here for this. The next things I'm going to need to do is work on getting blue stars. So I'm going to make a little setup here to show you the variations of all of the colors, because there's not a plethora of RGB colors. It's not like you can pick all of your hexadecimal various codes for colors. It's basically just red with green, green with blue, red with blue, the 3 of them combined. That's it. Those are the only colors you're going to get. You're not going to be able to get yellow mixed with blue. Like, it doesn't work that way. So I'm going to set something up. I'll show you what's going on there. And then basically, that's going to give us the idea for the rest of these, which is probably where we're going to cut for today. And then we'll see that in the next episode. But for the time being, I'm going to go set up something for colors. Alrighty. So we've got an upgrade. So we are going to go to tier 4 belts, distributors, and tunnels, which is going to put us up to 3 speed. And then look at this crazy contraption right here. Whew. All right, that is going to come into handy later. So let us go take a look at down here. I've basically pulled 4 belts worth of blue and red and green, and so you don't have to go this dang far with everything. I'm just doing it because I want to make sure I leave enough space to do stuff over here by the hub. But what I do have is coming over here, just an illustration of how you're going to mix these paints. And so basically you've got green, right, red, right, okay, got it, blue coming up. And so then we've got 3 here. We can combine green with red and green with blue. Well, red we've already, and then red with blue, right? So we got green coming up right here, and then I've got a red splitting up coming in to make yellow, and then I've got green and coming with the blue to make a light blue, which is what they've got here, and then red and blue makes purple. And then if you can combine all of them, it doesn't matter which order you combine these. Like I just did green, red, and then combined the yellow with the blue. Doesn't matter. If you did red with blue and then the green, wouldn't matter. It's always going to make white. So these are the only colors so far that I've noticed in game. I haven't been able to tell any other colors other than these. So now what we're going to be able to do is use those to make all of these things. So I'm going to get on that. And one thing to note now is our extractor is 0.8 items a second. That's always what it was, right? Our belts are now 6 items a second. So we can actually come in here to all of our belt nodes and actually increase all these. So that's going to be the name of the game over the course of the game, right? Is that now I don't have to use 5. What do we have? We have 6 items at 0.8. What is that? That's like, I can't do math. What is math? 6, Nathan, 0.8. Why can I not math? I am horrible at this. 6 divided by 0.8, so 7.5. So technically we could use 7.5 extractors per 1 full belt, which means we can add 2 more extractors here. That's pretty darn wild. We've got our tunnels. Now go 5 tiles instead of 4, which is cool, and they're the same obvious speed as the conveyor belts. Our balancers will do 12 items a second, which is really good. That just means our 6-item belt will evenly split into balancing twice. Our cutters are still at 1 item a second, which means a full belt will be able to do 6 cutters. So yeah, there we go. So that's kind of the name of the game right now. And what are we looking at on our hub? Where's my hub? My hub is right here. So we need to get the stars colored with the light blue. And as we saw over here, light blue is coming from green and blue. So, all right, I'm going to get on that. I'm going to make this up. We'll get our tier 4 extraction, and then we'll get this little weird contraption set up so I can show you what's going on there. All right, so we've got the stars, the next part right here, this, are now coming in. And the way I've done this is I have green coming up with our 7, blue with our 7, and we're mixing them together. There's 10 mixers getting us a full belt, which is kind of awkward. This is... The flow of this is a little bit weird. I don't think that manifolds like this quite work as well as a better balancer would. But whatever, we're getting a full belt, right? So we got this light blue coming up, and it is going into 7 of our stars, getting all light blued up, and then coming on down into there, and look at that skyrocketing up. So, wow, look at that. Look how much our little landscape has already changed today. We've got some dyes coming over. Basically, I'm using the left side of the screen. We're going to start setting up bus work, right? So we've got 3 different kinds of shapes coming in, and we've got all the colors coming in here. And eventually, we'll get this much bigger up. I think what we'll do is we'll combine 2 of these belts together to get 2 rows of these and 2 rows of the regular color. I think that'll work. That should probably be all right. But yeah, I think on that note, we're essentially just waiting for this to get up to 3,500 to get our extraction, and then at our hub, Where's our hub? Our hub is right here. We're waiting on 800. So you know what? Let's go ahead and wait for this to get to 800. We'll get our stacker. And then the stacker is going to allow for this right here. Which some of those shapes actually, conveniently enough, we can find these shapes. However, you would have to like split them to color the two individual parts and merge them back together again. So it's best just to find the individual pieces and put them together. Where are we at? Let's go back to our hub. Oh, look at this. It is climbing up fast. Look at that. That is all about balancing. Not to mention, look at all these pieces we have just flow. Oh, it's mesmerizing, especially when you go left and right. Oh, that kind of makes me nauseous. Oh, it's making me nauseous. All right. 800. Come on. We're so close. Bam. Level 10 completed. You can now combine shapes with the stacker. Both inputs are combined, and if they can be put next to each other, they will be fused. If not, the right input is stacked on the top of the left. So this is where it comes important, right? So like it said, since I've got like in the right image, you've got a green half and a blue half. They're opposite halves. They just get combined together and go. However, the red square and the green circle are completely the same size. And so the right one gets put on top of the left, and that's going to be important. So let's go next level, and you can see it wants us to do this anyway. So if we have a top half green and a bottom half blue of the star, those will just get fused together and away we go. Whereas this one, if we have a red star, we want it to put it on the left, and we want a yellow circle on the right side coming into our stacker, and our stacker looks like this right here. Oops, bam, right there. So yes, so our red star is going to come in on the left, and our yellow circle is going to come in on the right. So I'm going to get those set up off camera, these and these, and then that is basically, I just need to find either a full one of these, which I haven't seen yet, or basically get a whole bunch of something, split them off to get those items, and then combine them together to make the windmill there. And so I'll do all of that off of camera, get some of that set up. Basically, I'm using this bottom 4 inputs as my whatever current item is necessary to be delivered, and the top is just our main flow in. Eventually, we'll actually take all of these apart and use them for colors and whatnot. But woo, that's a lot. We got a lot done today. I mean, let's look at our statistics. We are delivering a whole bunch of items. Look at all these items we've delivered. Can we look at these in like a different manner? Oh, look, we can do it by time or by items. Okay, look at, oh, wow. Holy, 24.8 produced of those. Ooh-wee. Woo. Yes. Lots and lots of stuff. Oh, look at this. Oh, I like this view better. This view is better. Stored. That's how many items we have stored. 49.6 thousand of those. Hey. Look at us doing all sorts of kick butt work. We are amazing. All right, guys, I hope you appreciate this video. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy making Factorio satisfactory kind of, it looks like a circuit board. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, comment, share with the universe. You know, all the stuff that we do on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.